Hi everyone, Yvonne here from Share It Forward. Welcome back, and to those of you who are new here, hello. And thank you for everyone who's watched my videos so far, and thank you for the kind comments you've left below. I so enjoy reading them and responding to them, so please keep them coming. And as you can see, I've just got out the shower. Literally, and so I thought it might be helpful to show you how I apply my makeup. And this is unfiltered, as you can see. A little spot friend has joined me overnight, so that's great. So I just thought I'd share how I apply my makeup, the products I use. I'm 60, and I mention that because that's been quite a journey for me, in that, you know, getting used to wrinkles appearing, how your face is changing, and therefore how I have changed how I apply my makeup. So I thought I'd share those things with you. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with a primer, and the primer I use is Dior, and it's called the Universal Backstage. I'll link everything below. This is really nice and light. I think I possibly might need to get another one. last bit out here. So just dot that around. By the way, if you wonder why I'll look down, it's because I have another little mirror here for those close-up elements I need. So I'll just pop that in, just checking that that's all down. All in. There we go. Give hands away. So I'm now going to put on foundation, and the foundation I use again is from Dior, and it's the Forever Skin Glow. Now they've recently reformulated this, and I have got the new one. However, this is the one I'm currently using. Now in the winter I use 2W. In summer, when I've got a bit more self tan on, then I'll switch that up to 2WO. I think it's 2 Warm Olive. So we'll pop a bit of this on. Now I apply this with my fingers. I'm trying to do this in the camera, so bear with me. Probably pop a bit too much on there, but it's a sunny day here today. I've turned the blinds over so that hopefully there's no reflection coming through. I think that's it. Just give my hands a wipe. Like the better bottle. What I will do as well is I'm just getting a tissue here, because what I want to do is just make sure that I've got no cream on my eyebrows, because I don't know if I'm going to put some eyebrow makeup on, so but I don't know if you find it difficult for it to stay on. Sometimes if you've got some cream on your eyebrows, that can be a bit tricky. So this again, sorry about this, I'm talking a bit too much. So this again is Dior, and this is the Forever Skin Correct Concealer, and the shade I always use is 2M. This is really nice, and I switched up to this about 2 years ago, so I've used this for a while. Nice applicator, large applicator. There we go, and I've just dabbed that around. So what I'm now going to use is, I've got this IT Cosmetics brush, and it's quite handy because you've got a 2-in-1 really. So what I'm going to do is literally pat this in, not swipe, I'm going to pat it. So I've just got this mirror here, so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just patting that in. not swiping, patting. Again with the other eye. Pat, pat, pat. There we go. What I then do is get my finger and I will just pat that in on top. Hope you can see that. I'm just trying to use the camera there. And again, pat, pat, pat. Got eyebrow makeup face putting on there. So there we go. What I'll now do is I'll buff over just lightly, just to make sure everything's totally blended. So what I might do is I might just go in a little bit, put a tiny bit of the concealer on my finger. So that little tiny little spot there is a bit annoying. So we just go on and pat that in there. And there we are. So what I'm now going to do is pop on some powder. And the powder I use is this one from V.I.P. And this is called their One Powder Wonder. I'll link everything below. I became a member, I don't know if you know about V.I.P, but I became a member last June, and there are so many nice products on there. This is one of them. It's a very, very light powder, and it's translucent. It looks obviously white, but it's translucent, so any skin tone, this is fine. And I'm just going to take a Real Techniques powder brush here. It's just literally a general brush, and I'll just swirl it in there, and I'll just pop it over in bits there where I don't want to glow too much. Pop it on my eyelids. Just some down there. It comes on so light. Just put some on our friend there so it can't be seen. There we go. So what I do next is possibly a little bit different from perhaps that you've seen, in that I like to put some eyeliner on, but not an eyeliner where you see something clearly defined. All I want to try and do here, as you get older, your face obviously starts to lose definition, lose collagen, so everything pulls down. So what you want to try and do is pull things back up. So what I want to do is just focus on the top half of my eye. So all I want to try and do with this pen, this one is from Clinique. It's called High Impact Easy Liquid Liner, and in black. And all I want to do with this is just try and dab in my eyelashes to just define the eyelash line, so to give that little bit more of a definition. So what I do is I get the mirror and I so I hold the mirror underneath and I look down, and I just want to press lightly in the eyelash line. There we go. What I do then is just put my finger over. So can you see the difference that has made in the two eyes? Just that simple thing. It's not an eyeliner as such. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and do the other eye. So again, mirror looking down, and just lightly, as low as you can go in the lash line, right along the lashes. Only slightly in there. Just get your finger, slight bit there. And can you see what that does? So smudging it out makes it less eyeliner and more eyelash definition. So that's what I do anyway. So what I want to do now is my eyebrows, and this is a pencil from V.I.P, and this is in Perfect Brown. So what I do here is, again, I just want to try and fill in any little bits and bobs, just make them a little bit more defined. So again, hopefully you can see, I'm looking in the mirror here, so I hope that's coming through for you. So just literally, not much, just feather light little bits. On the other side, just turn that up a little bit more. Stroke, stroke, stroke. Okay, what I'll do then is, rather than using, this does have a spoolie on the end of this, but I quite like to go in on with a bigger one. So this is just a Real Techniques spoolie one. So what I'll just do is just lightly brush over that. Okay, there we go. So I want to put some bronzer on next, and in case you're wondering, the mirror I've been using, this is another one actually from V.I.P. This isn't sponsored by V.I.P. That would be lovely if it was, but and if you'd like to get in touch, please get in touch. This is another palette I bought from them, and it's one of the products I would say is a standout, along with the powder that I mentioned before. This is great. I took this on when we went on holiday in September last year, and honestly, and I mentioned the time here because when you see, you'll think you've only just bought this. I haven't. But literally, this is the Glow and Sculpt powder face palette. So it comes with the mirror at the top there, and then you've got a bronzer, 2 blushes and a highlighter. So really versatile. You can see here I've barely, I mean the bronzer I use all the time because it's so nice, as well as the blusher. Sorry, in case you're wondering what I'm doing, just getting a brush. So this is a blusher brush. This is a number 7 one. These are really nice, just not too big. I don't like blusher all over. So what I'm going to do is just swirl it around in there. And what I want to just try and do is I just want to dab the top half just there, not sort of sculpting it, just going through and then swirling over the top. I try and do that in the mirror of the camera. Blend, blend, blend. Tiny bit there, tiny bit there. if you think you've gone too much, get the brush that we're using for your foundation, and then just go over the top. So where I was just looking there, I want to just pat, same blusher one, I'm now going in on the blusher, just a tiny little bit there. Again, just go over, trying to make it a little bit more seamless. There we go. So we're now going to focus in on some eye makeup. And so this is a palette I bought last year, and it's from by Terry. And honestly, the quality of this is lovely. It's expensive, but it does last a while. A little goes a long way. So you can see here, there's a range of colours. You can see how well used it is, in that I've hit pan on quite a couple of the shades there. It really is lovely. I'll link this below, but the quality of this is really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in on this colour here, and then I'll go in on this colour as well. So I'll get a couple of brushes. So this one is a Real Techniques one. So I'm just going to pat that brown shade, just pat it in. And then all I'll do is just sweep that over, patting a little bit. And then blend that up, because what we want to try and do is create something that will make the eye lift. So it's then shading further over. Just see what I'm doing. And then go on and do the other side. Again, just take it, so look straight ahead and just take it higher. So there we go. So what I want to do next is just take a larger brush. Again, this is a Real Techniques one. I think this is called, there's no name on it. I will find out what this is and pop it in. So what I've now just done is I've just literally gone into that cream colour there. And what I just want to do then is just tap that across the top there. So where it goes into the eyebrow. So can you see what I'm doing? Just tapping. What I want to do is just take that down a bit. What I'll do again, so I'm used to eye brushes, so I'm going to use the same one, this darker one. Just go in again, blend them through. And what I'm now going to do is I'm just going to go into this slight shimmer. I'm saying shimmer, it's not, because one thing that I found as you get older, you don't want a lot of shimmer. However, something that highlights the middle of your eye looks rather nice. So I'm going to go with that paler shade and just literally pop that in the middle. You see how that's just lifted that? So there we go. And that's it. One thing I'll next do is, when I was shimming and shaking with all the stuff there, what I want to do now is clean that up in the corner, because what I want to do is still make sure that the eyeshadow goes up. So what I'll do is the part of the brush that I use for the concealer, I'm just now going to sweep up, and you can see how that's just sharpened up those colours and still kept everything going up. So we've only got 2 things left to do. Eyelash curlers, I think they're great. The only thing I would say to you is when you do get some, make sure they fit your eye shape, because they can differ in the shape of these things. So I'm just going to literally go in, just hold that down. Makes such a difference, this. Again, it's about opening the eye. And then the other one. Okay. There we go. So mascara I like. I don't like a mascara that's... Mascaras are Marmite, aren't they? So I can show you one I like, and I like one that just gives a natural definition. So if you like, you know, big fat lashes, there are other ones. The one I particularly like is the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. So this is what's called a tubing mascara, and by that it means it clings to your eyelash in a kind of tubing effect. So it's not a thick clumping mascara. You'll see when I show you the wand. It's one of those nice defined rubber ones. I quite like those. If you don't want to have this, this is expensive, but number 7 do one that's quite similar and is good in my view. I've had that before. So I'm just going to now literally wiggle that on. Just go in and do the other eye. And there we are. So the only thing left for me to do now is I'm just going to put a bit of lipstick on. And this is, again, this is a By Terry one. And it's like a little balm. This is called Nudissimo. They do a range of these shades. This is really nice nude, really moisturising. So if you're just looking for something day to pop on and look quite natural, this is really nice. The quality of the lipstick is really moisturising, and I have really dry lips. So, you know, for this to work to me, it is quite moisturising. So literally just okay. So there we have it. What I'll do now is I'm going to pause. I'm going to dry my hair, get dressed, and we'll come back. So see you in a minute. Hi again, back again. So this is just the final look. Dressed now, done my hair, and so I hope you've liked this video. I hope it's been helpful. I'll link everything below for the products I've used. So do let me know if you did find it help. Do please leave a comment. As I said at the beginning, I really do enjoy reading them. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye everybody, bye.